Mazda, and that is Mazda Demio. So we have the first model or the first generation, which was DY, followed by DE, and we have the latest model, which is the DJ. The DY, basically they consumed petrol. DE, basically they were the gasoline engines, and we have the DY, the DJs, which are basically we have the petrol engine and the diesel engine. Let us see some of the common problems associated with these Demios. We start with the DY. Basically there was no common problem with the DY. Then we have the DE. Basically the main problem was breaking of the axle, and we will see how we can solve that, or we can overcome that problem. Then we have the new models, which is the DJs, and they have two common problems. Number one, breaking of the axle, and number two, we have overheating, basically to the diesel model. So let us start with breaking of the axle. So breaking of the axle is basically due to overloading of the car, and in technical we call it non-independent suspension. That means what? That the total weight basically lies on the axle, causing it to break, and after breaking it leads to widening of the rear wheels. So to solve this problem of breaking of the axle, how can we resolve it? Number one, we do what we call, we fix a bar which is a sheet-shaped, which supports the axle, and this bar we call it the angle line. So this one reinforces the axle. So even when you put much weight, it will reinforce the axle, and this is due because majority of these small cars, the Demios, we use them for commercial purposes, the PSV like the Ubers. Then we have the new model, that is the DJ, basically the diesel model, and it is associated with overheating. That is a very common problem with the new model diesel Demios. So what happens? The Demios, they are made from a certain concept which we call diesel particulate filtrate, that is the DPF. And what happens? Basically this problem is brought by low quality diesels that we are consuming today. So what happens? With the time, when you put low grades of fuel, they are not combusted fully, and this leads to remaining, or some residue is left behind. So what happens with the time? With the time, the waste accumulates, creating pressure in the DPF, and with the time it lacks space to dispute the heat, making the heat to be transferred where? To the turbo. And what happens when the heat is transferred to the turbo? It may lead to failure of the turbo, or number two, it leads to overheating of the gasket. Also, but we can overcome these problems if you visit the nearest Mazda garage. So that is my video for today. Let us meet in the next video.